Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, Wards and Wardens. So last episode our first character died and now we're playing as his son, Gerhard II. And one thing I forgot to show is our relationship screen. So we're currently educating our son. We don't really know what his education trait's going to be yet. Or childhood trait, we'll have to wait and see. We also have 3 friends currently. So it looks like this is some mare here, way over here, and then also, we should stay on this screen here when we go back. We got another friend here. This is our best friend, actually. Okay, so probably a childhood friend, perhaps. That's what I assume. She's a strong woman. Looks like her husband died recently. Well, that's quite unfortunate. I wonder if she'd be willing to come to our court. She would be. So let's actually invite her to court. She could be quite useful for us. It would be good to have a friend here. So we invited her to court, and then also we got this count. He's a count up here in the north. Just right under Denmark there. And so another friend of ours. And then we also have a rival. And so this rival, he's the count in this nearby county. And so, yeah, we've already got ourselves a rival. He's actually underneath us. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought that was part of the other guy's domain. But yeah, this is part of our territory. So this is our rival, and now he's underneath us. Very interesting situation here. Alright, yeah, so that's our rival. We need to hand out some of these counties. So I guess that's the way we'll start today's episode. And I already know who we're going to grant it to as well. Now, we did have another Accolade Knight here. So he has that position currently. This was the Knight of the Serpent. I went ahead and replaced these so that we'd have our Iron Knight back. But he's actually a decent knight. Our knight is not as good because he's getting older. So he's lost some of that prowess, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we're going to give these positions to Adrian, the guy we had in that event that we worked out with. He seems like a pretty solid character here. He's around the same age as us. We're both honest guys. He's patient. He is callous. But I think he would make a good count. And we already have a little bit of a relationship with him. So yeah, we're going to grant him both of these counties, actually. Although, that might make him a powerful vassal, and he's not really particularly good at anything. So I suppose there's that to consider. We could also grant it to somebody else. So we're going to want to... Let's see which one we want to grant him. Because we give him both of these. But yeah, maybe we don't want him to be a powerful vassal here. And we could like spread out the love a little bit. And appoint a territory to a different knight of ours. That would always be an option as well. Here's a young guy. He's a torturer, wrathful, zealous. Could grant it to him instead. I want to give it to, somebody who might have some decent skills. Because frankly, our council right now is not impressive. Another option would be to give territory to somebody nearby who already rules in one of these locations. We actually have a cousin up here, just has the one county, so you could grant him that. And he would be okay marshal. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. Let's give him this county here. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go and grant him this one. Of course, he'll be quite pleased with us now. And might become a powerful vassal. And then we'll give that other knight, rather than giving him 2 counties, let's just grant him the 1. Which will be this one here. Alright, so we'll have to take a peek at our council again a little bit later to see if the situation has changed there, like who the powerful vassals are. Of course, that might piss somebody off by removing them from the council, and we just put them on the council as well. We should now have the access to the buildings here as well. It's saying that we're not getting access to them. That's because we're ruling too much. We had too much in our domain. So as I said last episode, I think the first thing that we're going to do in today's video is to pay homage to the Emperor, and we will bestow a gift as well. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and start traveling here. And then let's spend some of this money on our military, because, we're a military-minded guy, and I think after we get done for this, I think a war is how we'd probably open up our reign. So yeah, let's go and increase the size of some of our men-at-arms here. kind of build them up a little bit. There we go. Now apparently that's more than we can afford. But once we get access to all the church's money, we should be in a better position. But yeah, clearly that was more than we could afford here. She did come to our court. All right, exits. And the faction has disbanded. Alright, so we got that 600 lifestyle points. Won't read this again. But yeah, I guess it's at 50 renown for our dynasty. Alright, so we're already heading back. And we got this travel event, a foreign treat. It's not the first time I catch my courtier Adolf fiddling around with some flowers he's been picking along the road. Sometimes I swear I even hear him sighing, overlooking Lichtenberg's holding. My liege, he says, it's not a secret that my heart has found a new home from home. Alas, my soul aches for Matilda. My desire knows no end. Her eyes, her hair, I long for just a salute. I'd die for a word. Please, I beg you, let me stay with her. Alright, so this is our court position and tutor. He's sick? He's sick right now. Maybe he's sick with love. He loves the spy master there. So we can say, who am I to interfere in higher matters? And so then he would leave our court. Or say, you're coming home with me? We have no time for such juvenile infatuations. Or we have enough room in our court to welcome both of you. And then we'd bring her into our court. I mean, he is really important. It seems like we'd want him to remain with us. And so yeah, we'd say this. And so she'll come with us. Alright, so I think we're going to be doing a war soon. Let's just see how we're doing on building up those men-at-arms. Almost there. Light horsemen are still building up. But I already know what war we're going to do. So, rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food. A long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Nodding energetically, I declare, this is where we'll make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin, it looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. So we say, let us venture inside. I'm sure there's treasure to be found. Or let us raise the tents outside. It's time to rest. I think as a brave character, we'd want to go inside. Searching for the unknown. Darkness, dampness, and desolation reign inside the castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering up decaying stairs, I spot what might be the remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down spiraling steps, I see only darkness reaching far down into the ground underneath the castle. So we can search the upper floors, stewardship challenge, to get some money, or what might be hidden in the darkness beneath. I feel like we'd have to go for this one. As a brave character, we're curious, we want to know. We face our fears unless we get that modifier, which I didn't take a look at what it was. We also just got a martial perk, and our wife is pregnant again. Right, excellent. So let's just take a look and see what bonus we got there. Increased prowess. And also stress gain. So we announced that at 20. Pretty good. So the next option, next perk that I think we should go for is the Never Back Down. That'd be pretty helpful for this upcoming conflict. And did we get those troops? We did. Alright, so the war that we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you guys what our potential options are. We have 3. But we're not going to go ahead and attack into here, because remember, that's for that Prince Bishop. This here is attacking the Prince Bishop here to get this one county in Maine for this count who already has 2 counties. So we're not going to do any of those. The one we're going to do is this one here. This is for Count Stephen. So he's got a claim on this county right here. And that'll be against this character. He does have allies, but so do we. So as far as who our allies are, it's Duke Otto of Bavaria. And that's where we're getting the majority of those numbers from. We could probably win this war without him, but yeah, we will be bringing our ally. It's going to cost a bunch of prestige. We don't have that much, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it anyway. We want a war to start up our reign as a martial character, but we do want to pull in our ally here. That's another 150 prestige, so we're not doing great on prestige at the moment. So yeah, we're just going to raise up as close as we can here. So let's go and raise all the troops up. Also turn the speed down a bit. And of course, our father-in-law is going to come and assist us. So we'll wipe out his army real quickly and then siege down this province. Shouldn't be too difficult of a conflict, but nice way to open it up. Oh wow, okay, so we already won. That was really quick, guys. Alright, so this is going to be even easier than I had anticipated. Alright, so we do want to take a look at, just how our knights did, I suppose. Alright, so we captured 3 of their characters there. Alright, so let's just go and end it. Nice, easy conflict. We clearly didn't need to bring in our father-in-law and waste the prestige, huh? Alright, so Count Stephen got that title. And we got a hook on him for helping him get the title. And also the opinion boost, since we pressed his claim. So hopefully he should be more loyal to us than he was to our father. I believe he was in one of the factions. When our father was ruling. Could be wrong though. Also, it looks like we'll be getting that development increased here soon too. Alright, so we want to disband our armies. Paying for them is quite expensive. And where are we at on boosting him? Looks like about 6 more months. That'll really help us, both money and also manpower. Let's go increase the speed again. And as far as the next conflict, I'm not sure, because neither one of those are very good. I think we're going to need to get ourselves a claim, honestly. Yeah, I think we should probably work on a claim next. We did get invited to a feast. Let's just take a look and see where this is at. So it's right up over here. So that would be 46 days. Yeah, I suppose we can go to a feast. We're trying to burn off some of the stress that we currently have. Yeah, the stress is definitely a bit of an issue. So we'll do the recreation. Travel on over there. See if we can't get some stress relieving events here. Also, we should probably build in our capital and improve these barracks. Yeah, let's go and do that. Since I don't want to get too many more men-at-arms, because we're not earning quite as much money as we used to be. Every time we build up those men-at-arms, that's obviously costing us money each time. So we'll go off on this. Oh yes, the claim. We need to work on that, and also we need to see if there's any. If there's any powerful vassals that don't have positions. So it's this character here. I see. He's not really good at anything. I don't think we're going to give him a position. I think we're just going to leave the council as is, guys. Yeah, we're just going to leave it as is. I think it's fine. There is a scheme to murder us. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's not good. Well, we got a duel demanded. And of course, as our brave character, we're going to want to fight this duel. Pretty good character as well. But we're going to definitely do this one. He might be less valuable after I win. We did win the fight. And thus he's been recruited to our court. Let's now have a better knight. Let's take a look at the knight situation here. So I think that's the guy we just got. But yeah, we got a decent crop of knights here. I hate how it doesn't ever remove the claim knight thing. Maybe if you completely destroy it, it will. I think that's what you got to do. Let's completely destroy it, and then that should. Okay, that fixes it. Excellent. And our sister can get married. Let's go ahead and do that. Send that off. That was that marriage that our father arranged, and unfortunately never really got to capitalize on, because he's still just the count. His father still reigns. We did get an alliance with him. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to capitalize on that alliance. And we did sway. Harold. What's the success chance for the second time? 67%. Because yeah, it's not quite as high as we'd like it to be. I'm hoping we can relieve a bit of stress here. And we had another son. Okay, so I believe this is our second child, right? Yep. And first son was named Gerard. Kind of just going to be a family of Gerards, which, fits with the history. Generally, you did name your at least one son after yourself. So what to name our second son? I don't really think we have any friends Obviously, our father has the same name as us. Could name, yeah, we could name Otto. Why not? That's a fine name. After our father-in-law. I'm sure our wife will appreciate that. And so the feast is now kicking up. We got the pleasing atmosphere event. And I don't think we're going to go with that option. Let's just get rid of the stress. That's what we're here for, guys. We get rid of all of our stress. And also, looks like we got a little bonus here to our health. Excellent. And we impress this character with our knowledge. Got some prestige there. And apparently we just exposed the secret. Probably because we're honest. Alright, so some relationship she was having. Oh, okay. Because yeah, it just happened in front of everybody. I see. Alright, so this is the feast to the Kaiser. I wasn't even aware that the Kaiser was here. Alright, well, here. Alright, so we got the Eager Reveler trait now. And what's this event? The art of merrymaking. Wine, ale, and fine food. What better relief from the troubles of the world is there than a night of revelry? As each feast ends, I find myself planning the next. I thought we'd already gained that trait. Did we not? Take a look. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, well, we'll go and get it. It's nice to have. Increases in our intrigue, which we're terrible at. And increase in opinion. Alright, so I think we had a good time. We reduced our stress, which is what's important here. Unfortunately, our marshal here has lost his leg in a training accident. Wow. Well, hold up. Nope. It was actually Guillem, our acclaimed knight, who lost his leg. Okay, so I was thinking it was our marshal, but he's the one who caused it. I see. It's part of having a crappy marshal. I mean, he's still decent for being one-legged. Not bad. He's in his old age here. We already have a successor for that acclaimed knight position as well. Can claim our liege's title. Obviously not going to do that right now. But we are not forced to be loyal to our liege. You know, with our former character, we're trying to play with the historical character the way he was, and he was very loyal. So we were going to stay loyal, but I just feel like this character probably would be loyal. He doesn't have any reason yet to not be. I think you'd have to like give him a reason to want to be disloyal to the Emperor. And looks like New Religion has a religious head now. And King Philip of France just won a conflict. Okay. So France is still doing well, it seems. And you know, he got Normandy back. We saw that last episode. We did sway Harold again. All right, excellent. So that's the most we need to do there. So we can go ahead and cancel these efforts. And I almost want to go ahead and romance our wife. And this will be a romance rather than a seduction. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think we love our wife. We get along with her quite well. You see we have high relations here. So let's romance her. So different than the seduction. Well, this is that home poetry event. So yeah, we'll just go with this one. I can see it's truly heartfelt. We're an honest guy. That was lauded. And we'll make our declaration of love with a secretly planted letter, a love poem, or sparring match. I feel like we probably do it with the sparring match. Yeah, let's do it that way. Alright, so I recruit one of my most senior soldiers and practice with him for 3 days straight. Once he deems me ready, we head together to the main courtyard. As we begin to spar, a crowd gathers, and their cheers soon draw none other than the sweet Duchess Ida. The soldier fights valiantly, but I disarm him with the final flawless thrust. I kneel before Ida and declare my noble intentions. I dedicate this victory to you. Bringing you honor is my only desire. My little firebrand is speechless but clearly flattered. Why else would she be smiling thusly? She won't be able to resist our charms for long. So we're just like the classic knight here, aren't we? An unworthy challenge. So at first, I thought the simple footman for a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Harold seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. So he's very good. So we can say I could use more people like you to join us as a knight. Say this peasant, my soldiers will get a lecture on honor. Or strike him down where he stands. Yeah, we wouldn't do those. We're going to do this one here. Recruit him, get ourselves a very good knight. Also, that faction has disbanded. But yeah, we're the classic Arthurian knight here. And maybe change up Stephen's contract with that hook, because I don't know what else we'd do with it. It's not a strong hook, so it doesn't like stop him from rebelling or anything like that. And so yeah, maybe get some higher taxes here. I think that'd be helpful. I mean, it's not a huge boost here, but yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and modify that vassal contract using that claim. Or excuse me, using that hook. And it looks like we found out our son and heir's trait. He's rowdy. Alright. And also, Ida is pregnant again. Okay. So I feel like another martial education, 3 in a row, would not be the way to go. And so rowdy also works for intrigue, so that's the route we're going to go. We'll have an intrigue character here. Though, we are terrible at intrigue and not great at learning either, so he's not going to get the best education underneath us, but we want to have some control over his traits, at least some control. Could hand him off to somebody else a bit later after he's gotten, I don't know, maybe 2 of the traits, and you can have like one random one or something. I don't know. It looks like there's a grand tournament. Of course we're going to attend that. Absolutely. So we're going to the tournament, guys. So let's go ahead and start off. Looks like we'd arrive a little bit early, but that's okay. So we'll have to freeze our scheme. I'm glad we saw that. When we're on speed 5, you can miss stuff like that. So we're lucky that I was able to go. Because I think this is the classical tournament style character here. So let's turn this down a bit. We're going to go to the tourney grounds. And it's a strongman show. Alright, so you got this robust character here. Lively noises makes me discover an improvised arena set up by the local peasants where 2 burly wrestlers are putting on a show. They trade blows, weave, duck, and circle each other until one of them makes a daring move. I call this one the drunk jig. He screams before lifting his opponent and slamming him onto the ground, making him yield immediately. Wilbert, the amicable and splendid, victorious yet again, the victor gloats. So you say, woo, how exciting. Lose a bit of stress. I should study their techniques. This is a martial challenge. Or you are the winner, here's a few coins. Let's go with this one. 69% chance. But we failed to learn anything. Because we're not actually qualifying right now. We're close, but not quite there. So, we might not be able to participate. Yeah, because we're not qualifying unless we're able to do an event right before it starts. But I don't think so, guys. I think it's, yeah, gonna be too late. So it seems that our knight qualified, but I don't know that we did. Yeah, we were rejected, unfortunately. Damn, that sucks. That's the whole reason why we came here. So we'll just have to root for Count Adrian. Is this what happened with our character when we weren't playing as him and he went to that tournament in Paris? He just couldn't qualify, which is surprising. We got that good morale, so I'm really surprised we didn't qualify, but we didn't get here soon enough to do any of the events to boost it. That's kind of key, I find, which is unfortunate that it does rely so much on that. Alright, so of course we're not going to have any of these events here because we're not participating. And so was it our guy who won? Let's just see. No, we did get an event here, Slaked. The sun beats down as I watch the contest go on from my vantage points at the front of the crowd. It's far too warm today, or maybe I'm just overdressed. I'm ruminating about this when I see an enterprising young merchant carrying a rundlet of some indeterminate drink on one shoulder. clearly offering it to passers-by in exchange for coin. My mouth is instantly dry. If I could only get over there without losing my spot. I look around desperately for answers, but see only Thiemo meandering back to his spot in the crowd, drink firmly in ham. So we can offer to buy it from him. We'll be refreshed. Small health boost. How long does that last? 5 years? From one drink? Wow. Okay. We could say perhaps if I'm quick, so the drink will be cheaper, but we might fail. Or I'll just have to bear it. And they'll be parched for 5 years. Wow. Alright, I guess we'll do this one. And looks like we were able to make it back with these. Okay. So we are actually on track to qualify for the duel. So at least there's that. We'll be able to participate in something. And good news, it looks like Count Adrian died. He didn't die. He won one victory. So that's fantastic. Now we did not pick a tournament champion or anything like that. We probably should have. Yeah. Can we do a tournament champion as a duke? I didn't see any options for that. Maybe not. That's only something kings can do. But anyways, we are on track to qualify for the duel. Let's go and attend the tourney grounds. We've seen this event before here. And we're going to do I don't have time for this. Try and increase qualifications here. Make sure we can participate in this. As far as the next event we might want to do, let's go with I suppose we'll go with the artisan quarters. See if we can't buy something here. So this is the wisdom of the hammer. I can see the gentle flicker of the flames from the other side of the road. Their warmth wraps my body in a familiar embrace even before I open the door. Inside, the blacksmith lines up with a batch of nails. Can I be of help, my lord? He asks, his forehead stained with coal. The air is thicker here. So you say, I've heard that smith can break spells. Please calm my soul. See, I probably wouldn't do that. Can you show me an expert technique? 50% chance to increase our score moderately. It's a martial challenge. I might be able to increase our prowess. 65% chance that we'll get at least 1 point, but a 30% chance, I guess it's 70% chance we'll get at least 1 point. 5% chance we'll get 2, but a 30% chance we'll get wounded. So obviously that would not be good. But yeah, let's go with this. We're brave. And we got the increased prowess. All right, fantastic. So now we're at, or we should be at 21. Maybe it hasn't updated yet. There we go. So 21 points there. So pretty decent when it comes to prowess. I guess we'll go to the tourney grounds again. Makes sense for our character here. So marching to the tourney grounds, I join a group of stout knights, trading in barbs as their attendants encase them in armor. A few spectators already look down at us, chewing roasted meat and spitting bones. The trolls call for a spectacle. Some of us gripe at this distraction from training. Others, amidst the hollering, insist that this has become a moment for proving. So we say, I shall show you all how it's done. This is a martial prowess challenge. 86% chance of success. What are you looking at? Prowess intrigue challenge. Or I should take my leave now. No, we'll go with this one. And we did increase slightly, or moderately. So we're at 25 currently here. I didn't see any actual adjustment there, though. Looks about the same to me. Alright, so we did qualify. And we get that prestige and the Hasteluder trait. As this is the first time our character has ever qualified in any of these tournaments so far. And so we're going to be fighting Conrad II. And just real bad luck here because he's got very good prowess too. So let's see how we do. Will we place a bet on ourselves though? I mean, why not? We're brave, so we feel confident that we're going to win. We do have that sabotage ability, which we would not want to do. Because we're honest. We want to get an honest victory. So, yeah, I guess we didn't have the option to do the bet. We got this small tells event about being part of the crowd, which we've already seen before. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go with this one. I guess we're watching one of the other fights. He refused, so we actually gained stress from that. Alright, so now we're in the actual battle here. A light wind stirs the air around us as Conrad approaches me, sword readied. I look around for any advantage, as any good duelist does. No uneven ground No low sun blind him, no weakness in his stance. I am ready myself to fight fairly. A shout from the crowd, some fool falling off a stool, no doubt, causes comrade to pause. He refocuses on me, twitchedly. It is said some need to be free of distractions to fight. Perhaps Conrad is one such man. So we can say talking was always a strength of mine. This is a diplomacy challenge. And again, we want an honest fight here. So we're going to go with the, I should concentrate on the fight. Let's win by our prowess, not by any scheming. Alright, so this is an event we've seen before here. So we can say I must remember my training as a prowess martial challenge. 56% chance we'll succeed here. And I think that's one we're going to go with. It's one of the best chance of succeeding. I really hope we win this, since so far in this series we haven't had any success in any of the tournaments, and unfortunately it looks like we lost. Damn. We were really close as far as our prowess goes. Confounded. So we were knocked out. So didn't qualify in the first match, and we're defeated in the second one. I think they might have rebalanced this a little bit, because it seems like it's a lot harder to win in these tournaments than before. Before, you could have really cruddy characters, and they would win. And I think they rebalanced it a bit, so it's a little bit more challenging. But maybe that's just been my experience here in the Let's Plays. Wouldn't be impossible. So it looks like Conrad has made it to the final. The one who defeated us. Did he win it? Let's see. Oh, we got a martial perk, by the way. That's good. But yeah, we'll see who achieved victory in the duel. And it was the man who defeated us, Conrad II. Fine contest. Okay, so yeah, the tournament did not go in our favor today, unfortunately. But you lose some, you win some, it happens. We did get a level of devotion, so I suppose there's that. But yeah, Adrian has the prize ring now. That's what he won. Okay. So a couple days and this tournament will end, and we'll be heading on our way back home. Our spouse aids us in the martial studies. That's how we got that that perk. And we also got a learning point. Nice. And our regent unsuccessfully furthered mandate. So she lost money. We have another faction that's risen up against us. But let's go and get this perk selected. And we'll go with the household guard. Because we're getting a pretty little good group of knights here. And we did have another son. So remember, she was pregnant before we had left here. And so now we need to name him, which we already used all these names. So we're just going to go with, we're not going to name him Conrad, that's for sure. Magnus? Sure, why not? We'll have a son named Magnus. The fields of Urbach are a sight to behold. Every crop in bloom, every leaf green, every stem luscious. I quickly tracked down the source of the verdancy, spotting a man standing in the field, seemingly holding a lecture of some sort to a gathering of listeners. My name is Master Kuno. He notices me in the distance and turns in my direction. My knowledge of gardening is vast, yes, incomparably vast, so stay a while and listen. So we can say, color me intrigued, and we might become a gardener. 50% chance. Otherwise, we just get the down to earth, which is a nice bonus too. Yeah, I mean, we're not above learning about gardening. So yeah, color me intrigued. We'll lose prestige because, you know, it's not really considered something a duke should be doing, I suppose. Shouldn't be getting his hands dirty doing that. And, oh, that's interesting. We can increase the taxes for Count Herman. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Time to right this wrong. He owes his money. He needs to pay up. Alright, so again, we got in this event here. We'll do the Tell Me My Future Wise one. Because, yeah, I don't think there's any reason that we wouldn't do that. And we got the Bad Omen, unfortunately. Strolling through the spare countryside is not quite the peaceful lark I had imagined. The sky is black with clouds. The farmland fields are deathly silent. This is until we hear ear-wrenching wails of agony coming from deep within the fields. As we draw near, we find a man strung up on a post as if he was a scarecrow. He's the very image of Christly suffering, strung up on his farmyard crucifix. Some of the members of my entourage implore me to cut him down, but is it really my concern? So we show mercy to this creature. We're instead say he is clearly a criminal named Hyatt, and then we'll imprison him. We don't know that he's a criminal. Yeah, we have no idea that he's a criminal. Yeah, I guess we'll show mercy to him. See what happens here. So the man grovels pitifully at my feet, bloodying the soil with his hands. Soon members of my entourage hoist him onto his unsteady feet, pleading to hear how he came to be there. Oh, I was just here to collect taxes. Yeah, he's a tax collector. The peasants told me the gold was buried out here. Before I knew it, they descended upon me and strung me up like a scarecrow. Intellect is clearly not his strength, but he offers me a small sum of wealth for my assistance regardless. So he is clearly in danger. Come with me. He'll join our court. He's not impressive. That's a tall man. And he's severely injured. On top of that, temperate, cynical, honest man. Or you say a good reward for a good deed, or I need no reward. I feel like we'd be like, I need no reward for helping this man down. We'll just take the piety. And we ride back home. Alright, so we're back to romancing our wife. Just took a pause while we were going to the tournament. Alright, so we want to prove our devotion to her in any way she deems fit. And she says we should sustain ourselves on nothing but our love for many days. So we'll be slightly starved. So yeah, we can say my devotion will carry me through. Or you say not a crumb will pass these lips. So that's an intrigue challenge. So we're lying to her, which we wouldn't do, because we're honest. So yeah, we'll go with this one. We will get this penalty for 2 years, just a minor health penalty. 67% chance that we'll succeed, and we did. Alright, so it seems one of our vassals here wants to put this character in place among our court. So that could be because he wants to use him as an agent or something. Could mean nothing. But we are a trusting person, so we wouldn't even consider that factor. And yeah, I think we'd go with this option. I know just the place for him. He does seem quite impressive as an agent. Cynical, deceitful guy. Yeah. Maybe this is the guy who's trying to kill us. I don't know. But yeah, we'll go with this option. And so we recruited him. I don't think we'll make him our spy master, though. Because we already have a spy master, of course. And murder on you has been abandoned. Well, that's interesting. Let's see what this event is about here, because it's kind of weird that happened right there. While having dinner, a servant bursts into the room and slaps the goblet from my hand just as I'm about to take a sip. My lord, it's poisoned. One of the scullery maids, forgive her. She took a sip and she's dead. This was undoubtedly the work of the squeamish fool, Count Herman. Is that the guy who just... Oh, yeah, this is our rival. So not who I thought it was. I see. So that's a crime. We'll also be watchful. But, yeah, that's a crime. Of course we're going to arrest him for trying to kill us. So yeah, we're going to want to imprison him, and he's not going to accept it. You can also challenge him to a fight. He wouldn't accept that anyways. Yeah, we would not succeed, so that means he's going to rebel. Let me just see, is he part of a faction or anything? Because remember, if you're trying to arrest a faction member. Okay, so that's interesting. So that's the count that I was suspecting, and he is part of a faction. So he might be operating against us. I assume that's why he wanted that guy in our court. But yeah, hopefully nobody should rebel. Just him. And he only has the one county. But yeah, we're going to imprison him. Try to. Of course, he'll rebel. And we'll have to put the rebellion down. Oops. Let's pause that. Rally the troops. I don't know if he has any allies or anything. Let's just take a look. Seems that he was already involved in another conflict. He does have an ally here, but yeah, that's one of our vassals, so he won't be able to pull him in. Yeah, let's go and raise up our armies. Obviously, can't raise them up right there in his territory, so let's go ahead and move this. And then raise them up right here. And then quickly put this rebellion down. He's probably off fighting in that other war right now, so he can't even defend his territory. I don't know where he's at. He's right over here. 480 men. So I don't know if he'll start a siege of our capital or something, or if he's going to actually come and defend this. Yeah, he's going to start a siege of the capital. Let's see where we're at. We're at 6 months. So should be able to get back home before he takes the capital, because that could cause us some problems. We did get that living grounds constructed as well. Right, excellent. So yeah, we'll get the siege done. I'm hoping this will be enough to win it. Maybe we'll capture somebody important. We can ask our head of A for gold. Got a lot of piety. I always use more money. Yeah, let's go and do that. We don't need to pull our allies into this conflict, not worth the prestige loss there. It's such a tiny little conflict. So yeah, we're doing good on money now, so we want to spend that here soon. Probably after we finish this war. Boyish charm. Try as I may, the affections of my wife still elude me, but I can film onto something great. With my tutelage over my son and heir, Gerard, I may be able to succeed in my courtship yet. A little nudge and perhaps Gerard would sing of my virtues and prove that I have a way with children that any woman would find irresistible. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's see how it goes. Singing my praises. I sent Gerard over to the target of my affections, and in no time at all, Ida's looking over at me with a smile on her face as she speaks with my young ward. So she was flattered. I did want to see what's going on with Otto here. He still hasn't got his trait yet. I see. We've just had 3 sons. And we haven't had any daughters yet. Oh, that's interesting. Poor Magnus is a hunchback. Oh, and our wife is hurting herself. She is very zealous, so she might not live long with that trait. We'll just have to see. We'll likely see her get all kinds of bruises and scars and stuff, though. So yeah, Magnus is got the hunchback trait. Doesn't mean our wife cheated on us, by the way. A lot of people always suspect that's what it means if they get those types of traits that are inheritable. But you can just get those. Now, it doesn't mean she's not cheating on us. She does have this friend here. He's not a hunchback himself, though, so yeah, I don't think we have any reason to suspect that right now. This is another one of the Wards and Wardens events here. Hurry, my liege. You have to hear this. The wet nurse Ilsa rushes me into my chambers. She points at Gerard in excitement as I lean towards him and listen. Pa, pa. He says papa. So we say, how delightful. What else can he say? And he'll gain stress trying to say more, but he'll also increase his learning. Because we're pressuring him. I just don't think we're the most pressuring type. Yeah, and it would be nice to get the learning for him, of course, but yeah, we'll just go with this option. Get the extra piety there. Now, these are really close. I don't like how close they are. I know we'll be able to get over there in time, but yeah, I don't like them being that close. Another one of these childhood events here, the first teething, and of course we've seen this one before. And yeah, we'll say keep your tooth is a good charm. So yeah, we'll have this done, and let's just hope that's enough to win the war, so we don't got to stomp over there. We did get a valuable prisoner, so that was enough. We captured him, in fact. Okay. So we won't bother to try and stomp on over here, which we only had 19 days, so it was awfully close. I think we'd get there in time, but yeah, obviously not a good situation there. Alright, so let's go and enforce our demands. And we've arrested our rival here. Let's go and disband our troops. Let me just take a look at our prison here, because I bet we have some people in here who have been in here for a while from that last war. Yeah, that we didn't do anything with. I just completely forgot about the situation here. Oh, how'd she get pregnant? Oh, okay, this is his wife. She's been most recently arrested. These ones have been in here for 3 years. Wow. Sorry, guys. I just forgot you're in there. I didn't even consider looking in here at all. So yeah, we'll go ahead and... I mean, this guy's a scholar. He's pretty decent. Maybe we'll recruit this guy. And then this character over here, he'd be a really good knight. So let's recruit him as well. So get those 2 recruited. And then with this guy, obviously we are going to take his title. That'll be the first thing we do. So I was going to revoke that. And then we'll have to give out that title or one of our other ones. And then he tried to kill us. So I think it's only fair that we'd execute him. And he's our rival as well. So we now executed him, got rid of him. As for his spouse, I don't really see any reason to keep her locked up. So we'll just ransom her off here. Now, we need to give out one of these titles here. This one's actually decent. Like, the development isn't high, but neither is development here, and it's also French culture. It's all part of that Duchy of Bar. And so, yeah, I think we might actually keep this one because he's built a lot of stuff here. And so I think it makes sense. Obviously, it's not earning us anything now because, you know, we got the one county above, and the control is garbage here. So we would need to increase the control here. Well, let's go and grant out this land. I think that would be the one that makes the most sense to give out. And I already know who we'll give it to. We were hesitant to give Adrian anything before, to give him anything more. But yeah, he won that tournament. So yeah, I feel like he's also improved his abilities here as he's getting perks and stuff. I think it makes sense now to grant him an additional title here. And maybe we'll make him into our spy master. He'd be very trustworthy, since he'd be quite pleased with us because we've given him all this land. All right, so now we need to take a look at our council. Of course, we want to increase the control there, but yeah, this marshal here, you know, he's not a powerful vassal anymore. Neither is Count Conrad. So there's 2 powerful vassals at this point just sitting, and he's one of them. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, well, this guy's got... Okay, I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if that Adrian guy was one of them, but that's not the case. All right, well, we already know that this guy's kind of cruddy, but I think what we're going to do... the spy master... I'm not really worried about him, though. It's not like he can rebel against us and stuff, so let's go and change this up. So we're going to place Adrian, wherever he's at, as our spy master. He's level 12, I think. So yeah, we're going to put him in this position because we can trust him. And then we need to get this guy into position. He would have made a good spy master too. Could make him a steward to be equal to him. He'd also be really good with diplomacy here, but we already have a pretty good chancellor who's also a powerful vassal, and he has no other real good skills. So yeah, we don't want to replace him. We still need a marshal too, because this guy's terrible. I might just put some guy in this position, like a knight or something. Because yeah, there's really nobody who's good at that. So yeah, we'll leave him in place here, and then I think we'll put this count here. Maybe this will stop him from being in that faction, and have him replace Count Conrad. Of course, Count Conrad's not going to be happy about this at all. Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that, but, you know, we're trying to keep these powerful vassals appeased. So we got him that position, and then, yeah, we need to place somebody else here. And there's really not any good choices here, guys, that aren't, you know, that aren't really a high up position. They'd just be a knight. Got our cousin here. He's a count. But you know what? It probably makes most sense to put somebody you're not too worried about pissing off. So I think we're just going to put this knight in place. He's the best at it. Why not? There we go. So we have a much better council overall. And we're going to be increasing control, though I think we got to wait a second to do it. Yeah, we're going to have to wait a second to do it. Still got the development being increased. We'll take a look and see where we're at there. Ransom was accepted. Excellent. So yeah, development's at 12 currently. So I think we got it up from 11 to 12. Alright, so we're going to increase control. At this location, that's going to take 9 years. Good God. You'd think with his higher skill, that would not take that long. I'm a little surprised. But yeah, that did result in that faction disbanding since we appeased that count, and that's really what it was about to. What it was about is that he just wanted a council position. I guess that's understandable to a degree. So let's go ahead and build something here. So we've already got the levying grounds and the hamlets. Let's see what we want to get next. What type of territory is this? It's plains. Okay. So we could do the blacksmiths to further improve our men-at-arms that are located there. Also increases the holding taxes, knight effectiveness. Other options would be, could do the hunting grounds. And of course there's the cattle pastures, and that's always great for getting the increased taxes. Or the walls and towers. which is nice for the capital, of course. But I don't think we're going to do that one. I think what we're going to do is the blacksmiths increase the holding taxes and the station men-at-arms damage. Yeah, let's get the blacksmiths, guys. So we'll get that started. And we still have money here. Let's invest a little bit. Oh, clearly we need to restation these pikemen. We'll invest a little bit into our men-at-arms here. And let's go ahead and boost the armored footmen by a little bit. Another faction just disbanded, apparently. It seems like it was the same faction. And our counselor just died. Harold. Which counselor was that? Oh, the Prince Bishop. And Prince Bishop Diedrich of Liege was selected to replace him, and he already likes us, and so we don't have to worry about improving his opinion. And it doesn't look like he's that great either, but he's still much better than the other guy was, where he was a level 2 learning, so yeah, certainly an improvement. So that's nice. Alright, so again, I think we've seen this childhood event, so we're just going to keep seeing these same events over and over again. That's always unfortunate. They add these new events and then you just see them fire over and over again. Well, we're not going to call him the Prince of Fashion this time. We'll just go with the little scoundrel, get that opinion increase and the prestige. And we've also been invited to a hunt. Where is this located at? It's going to be 5 months to get there, so we're not going to participate. That's just too far away. So unfortunately, we do have to end today's episode here. We're in 1085. Character's currently 28 years old, so still a very young man, very healthy. Got 3 sons. No stress. Things are going well. I think we need to start preparing for the next conflict, though. I think it's about time to get ready for another war. We got 2 we can declare, neither of which I think are great, so we might need to work on getting a claim, perhaps, on another territory. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure to like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.